Welcome to Free Practice 2 of the Austrian Grand Prix for the F1 2018 career mode. Alright. Let's run the ultra soft tire for this test. Tire I want to start the race on is this tire, the ultra soft. This tire has a shitload of grip and can be good for me to compare the two. I really think this is going to be a grippy tire. Hopefully everybody's having a great enjoyed FP1 from here in Spielberg, Austria, for what could be an amazing race weekend for the F1 2018 career mode. Last time out, lost a chunk of my point lead and fell from third to fourth after France. As we hope this weekend in Spielberg, we can show everybody that we can still have a chance to win the championship, despite, you know, driving for Force India, or what will now be called Racing Point in the F1 2019 career mode, which I will be announcing my team coming up in Silverstone in 2 weeks' time on what I've decided for a team decision, but you won't be seeing that until either Silverstone or later, or until we get to Singapore. A 109.464. So I went a lot faster. And this is the grippiest tire, even though it's going to lose a lot. Which I might want to think about putting the... I don't know if I should use... Well, I have two sets of ultras. I might do ultra super softs to the end. I'm going to do a two-stop race this weekend. Sunday's race, by the way, after you see free practice during qualifying, I'm going to tell you Sunday's race is actually going to be live, broadcasted live. So don't miss out on the Austrian Grand Prix for the F1 2018 career mode. It'll be streamed live at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So during the Cup race, or if I have to go do something, I might stream it till later Sunday night. So that way you get to see my version of the Austrian GP. But it's great to be back here in Spielberg, Austria. Wow, 0.2 of a second quicker. That's a very good lap. I also need to run my super soft tires. I just want to get a nice start on the ultra soft tire, because this is the tire of choice. Because I'm going to have to use this tire for this weekend's event here in Austria. 71 laps, so I might do this in 2 stops. Because I don't know how many laps I'm going to have on these tires in qualifying. Might need to get like 5 or 6 laps. That way we can get a strategy figured out how far I can go on a set of ultras. Because I know I'm going to lose grip 10-12 laps in that race on Sunday. And to everybody saying, is this F1 2019? No, this is the F1 2018 game. I'm about to ask Mother if I can get the F1 2019. Probably not next week, but the following week, so I can start that career mode, if you know what I mean. I also will need to run my super soft tires. So I'll make a first run on the ultra soft, because this tire and the super softs I need to return to the make. Because I'm going to save a pair of super softs and a set of, I think, soft tires. Because if I end up going to the soft tires, that will take me to the end of the race, I believe. I haven't done the calculations yet. which I need to. I know Super Softs is like the grippiest tire, is like average. And just like in real life, this race is going to be hot as you know what. Because like I said, Spielberg is very hot. It's going to be dry tomorrow, it'll be dry for qualifying, and it'll be dry for the race. Final lap of this program. This tire will make me go a little bit faster. Because of how short this is, so I can end up getting like a 30-40 lap run today to complete practice. I completed only 20 laps in FP1, considering how short this track is. Might go out here for another run on these Ultra Softs so I can get the best out of these tires. And then we will go straight to the Super Soft. The goal for this practice session is just to get used to the tires. You know, start getting into a long run on tires, see how the tires react, how the car is going to react, and how far I can go. Because I can go about 35 laps on these tires, the ones that I'm on. But with the grid penalty and starting at the back, should I not use a set of Ultras, I might start the race on a set of Ultras. But we'll see. We'll see. You know, good chance I may not run qualify. I might just run a little slow lap on the soft tires, and we'll go from there. We were just discussing about
so far our fastest lap is a 1 minute 9.2.
Oh my word, what's going on in that chat? Anyway, so, alright. Okay, you know what, let's just go out there for another run. Let's actually put more fuel on board, so that way... Okay. Let's just go out there, get a nice little long run, see how the tires go, and then we'll go to the Super Soft tires. So we completed 5 laps on these tires, so we're going back for a second stint.
I'm thinking it would be a good idea to run fuel mix 1 for this session. Save some engine mileage that way.
I've been on mix 2 there, mate. Good thing I always save my strongest tire, or my grippiest tire, for free practice 2 here in Spielberg. I think that lap is a little bit slow, I think a little bit faster than what I ran in FP1. But I know it's starting to get some wear. Then again, it's the grippiest tire in the face of the grippiness. Yeah, these Ultras will not last long. I mean, if I've only put like 5 laps on, they're already at 13%. Soon to be like, should be at 30-40% when I'm done with this long run, and then I'll just put a fresh set of Super Softs on and see how far I can go. Oh, Van Dorn. I almost took out Van Dorn. Oopsie McDoopsie. I mean, tire wear really isn't that big of a deal. You know, as of this recording, free practice session for the, or final practice for, or, bleh, let's try that again. Practice session for the Xfinity series will be on by the time you're watching this video. Sorry if I derped. That's okay. Yep. By the way, if you have a talk show tonight or tomorrow as of this recording, we wish you good luck, because I will be here in Spielberg going over with the team on how we're going to do strategy, because I'm going to have to start the rear of the field. But it's nice to get some laps with this new power unit, which I need to still get some parts ready for FP, get ready for Silverstone, because I'll have a brand new gearbox in the car, or should probably use the old one. That's it. Well, no, I'm not going to use the old one. If I use the old one, that's going to hurt my... Yeah, you see the lap times are now starting to drift off, but that's because the tires are slowly starting to go away as I'm in the grass. Slowly starting to go away. That was it. Nice. That's a nice lecture. Next time I'll have the Ultra Soft, we'll be qualifying. But wherever I start, I will have to start, or wherever I qualify, I'll have to start the rear of the field. Because I have a 45 grid spot penalty, or in quote-unquote, starting at the rear of the field. I mean, if I don't want to go out there and qualify for Q2, I could just save a set of Ultras for the race, which I'm still debating whether or not I should go out there for Q2, knowing that, yeah, I have the grid penalty to go with it, but do I want to risk taking out somebody and adding another grid penalty, which really won't matter since I'm going to be starting last. I know Jeff won't be happy, but I know I'm going to do well, and I'm going to show everybody why I can get up there. Because, hell, I've out-qualified my teammate Perez for what? This is 9? I've out-qualified him 8-0. Perez has not out-qualified me this year, and I'm about to keep that streak going, despite starting at the rear of the field. Because I know I have not been out-qualified by my teammate in the F1 2017 career mode. Actually, I went perfect in the F1 2017 career mode, to be exact. I think the left side tires are going to be an issue. So here's what I'm thinking. If I decide to go to the soft tires, which could be my plan. If I go soft, I'm going to stay out there for a very long time, and then come in the pits and put super softs to go to the end. I think I might do a one-stop strategy, save my pit stop towards like mid to late in the race, where I'm up to a nice spot in the points, switch over to the soft tires, and be good to go the rest of the way. That's what I might do, but I haven't talked to my race engineer, you know, because I probably want to save that set of Ultras for the race, give up my Q3 tire, because, you know, I don't have a choice. Because remember in Baku, I decided to use my intermediate tires because I want to get a free choice of tire. Which I think that was a dumb mistake on my part, using intermediates. But then again, I was going to start the back anyway, so it really didn't matter if I made it to Q3 or not. And then again, it also gave me a free tire choice on what tire I want to run for the race. Because I love that option. If it rains in Q2, we get a free tire choice. I can start the race whatever tire I want to use. And I want to avoid the grippiest tire in the world. I don't want to. I might want to start on a fresh set of Ultras, you know. I might want to start on a fresh set of Super Softs that I have not touched. Because if I do Super Softs, I'm going to have to run a very good while, and they can be getting ready to say pound the back for me managing my tires. Then I can go soft to the end. That's what I might plan on, but I haven't planned. But that's for tomorrow. Today I want to concentrate on just getting used to the track, making sure everything is okay, the car is okay, the parts are good, which, hallelujah, the parts have come very good. Verstappen is second, Vettel is third. But I'm just having fun with the car. And this is my last time I'll use this gearbox, because I'm going to order a brand new gearbox for Silverstone, a practice gearbox, which I won't get a penalty. It's just the event gearbox that will come with a penalty. And since I've already got a penalty for the this is my 4th power unit I put in this sucker. I need to finish with the power unit that I have in the, I need to finish getting the parts for the power unit together, that way I don't have to worry about a penalty. That way I don't have to use my 5th power unit. So I had to take a 45 grid spot penalty, or in layman's terms, start at the rear of the field, which I won't have an issue. So yeah. Anyway, apologize for the delay after France, and I might have a delay in this one because my job has been super lackey of late as far as the F1 2018 career mode. For the NBA 2K19, I want to go ahead and tell you guys something. Up to this point, I'm up to episode 14. And episode 3 will be coming out this Tuesday. So, I'm doing a good job since I am well ahead of games on the NBA 2K19 career mode, which is doing very good, even though we're off to a poor start in this season, even though the season is very young. Very young. That's why I want to go ahead and start uploading, get Austria uploaded today. Tomorrow before I go to work, I'll record, or by the time you're watching this, I'll be done recording FP3 and qualifying. I might record FP3 tonight, and then we'll go from there. But by the time you're watching this, FP1 should already be all done rendered, all uploaded, and we should go from there. This one will go, this one's actually going up tonight, as I'm recording this. Because I just want to get this recorded, get it uploaded, get FP3, get qualifying recorded first tomorrow, or by the time you're watching this, FP3 and qualifying will already be uploaded by the time you're watching this video. And then Sunday I will do the race live. Yes, uninterrupted, live, like I did the last time. And I'm starting to see some blisters on the tires. Yep, I am starting to see some blisters. Well, guess what? I just want to see how far I can go on a set of tires like these. I need to lower the ERS. I just want to see how many laps I can go on this set of tires. Because I've only done like 5. This is lap 9 or 10. I think this is 9. Yeah, this is 9. Because I did the first 5 laps on the practice simulation. And then I did... because I'm only missing 2, but those 2 will be for Silverstone. By the way, the goal that Emma, my agent, set out for the practice programs, I'll probably get those last 2 for Silverstone in 2 weeks' time. Which I don't think Silverstone is going to be an issue, because I'll have it already recorded and done, and all I have to do is just upload the damn thing. So... yeah. But again, anyway, again, I apologize for the France little fiasco. Sorry if I didn't upload the French Grand Prix on time. I had to suspend it till late Sunday night, early Monday morning last weekend. So I do want to apologize to everybody about that. But I hope you guys enjoyed the race and saw what the hell happened to me late in the goddamn Grand Prix with me and Kimi Räikkönen. Speaking of Räikkönen, he's 3rd. Bottas actually won last time out in France for Mercedes-Benz's first, for the Mercedes-AMG Petronas first win of the season, and first in the career mode, because they would have had 2 wins if it wasn't for me chasing down Lewis Hamilton and passing him in the F1 2017 career mode race in Singapore. So, yeah. Going to throw that little deal out, so... They should have moved the speed trap down here. They should have just moved the speed trap down that second straightaway. I think I just hit 317 kilometers an hour before this right-hander. Yeah, pretty much by now I'm gonna start. Let's check how much wear. Yeah, pretty good wear for these ultras, especially 16 laps on these son of a guns. So yeah. By the way, I need to go ahead and bring this up. Beginning in Singapore will be when I'm gonna upload these like an overnight edition, like around 10 p.m. 1 a.m. here in the U.S. That way you guys can see practice, because I know there's going to be talk shows, you know, like at 7:30 and all that, but like after the talk show around 10 p.m. is when I expect Singapore to be FP1, because all the Asia races will be beginning at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 9 p.m. my time, 7 p.m. out west, and then FP2 will be going up around midnight Eastern, 11 o'clock my time. So you'll be seeing some free practice videos for Singapore. And I know Russia is going to be easy, because that'll be like a 3 a.m. Eastern, because of how far east it is. Japan, it's going to be just like I did for the F1 2017 crew mode. Have it at 10 p.m. Eastern for FP1, 1 a.m. Eastern for FP2, yada yada yada. The race won't be until like 2 or 3 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, that's a very long wait for that, if you know what I mean. I'm actually going to box this lap. Actually, after this lap, I'm actually going to box. Yeah, look how fast I'm going. Oh, be careful. Sorry. Oh, dang. Danny Rigg and I are going side by side. That'll be fun when we have to do 71 laps of this race. And then, like I said, for Brazil... Oh, I forgot to change my helmet. Son of a bitch. Oh, well, I'll just leave this helmet on for the rest of the season. It's just... I need to change it for Silverstone, but I'm doing a shit job telling you guys that. Better for Bottas being P2. He was P17 after FP1. I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck is going on with Mercedes? Hamilton's like P9s. Like, what the hell's going on with the Mercedes-Benz? Like, that's unusual for Mercedes-Benz to be struggling in FP1 and FP2, especially here in Austria, where they had some success here. That's kind of rare, if you ask me. And I normally don't see them running this bad, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, I'm pitting this lap. I'm getting ready to put the super soft tires on, just run my stint on those tires, and then I'm done for the session. But this track, you know, has a lot more rubber on since FP1. I think I just want to get off these tires, because I've done a hell of a job. 18 laps on these son of a guns. Also get a chance to recharge the battery before I go out there and run my super soft tire stint for FP2. But I'm going to get a lot more laps done, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I didn't want to speed. There's the podium, by the way. Right above Ferrari. Good stint. Good stint. Good stint. Alright. 18 laps on a set of super soft, or a set of ultras. Now that's what I like to call a great job for this session for me. Whew. I wonder how much wear those tires have been given a beating from the time you did. Well, you also had to count the, yeah. Alright, get ready to change over the tires. God, 18 laps on those. So I ran 17. I'm just getting ready to swap over to the super softs to get my stint out of the way.
We think we may see some rain. ETA is about 15 minutes.
My word. So, yeah. That's a big surprise. We're actually going to talk about that on the weekly show this Monday. As I... Oh, for Pete's sake. Alright. Hang on a second, guys. My microphone's just being stupid. Alright, there we go. So let's give you the session times. I ran a 109.247 on the Ultra Soft. Bottas, Raikkonen, Max Verstappen, Vettel, Alonso, Perez up to P7. Attaboy to him. Ricardo, Hartley, and Grosjean the top 10. Lewis Hamilton, P11. Yikes. Stroll, Hulkenberg, Sainz, Gasly, Sorokin, Magnussen, Ericsson, Van Dorn, Charles Leclerc is just gone out on track, but he is currently plumb lost. Alright. How many cars are on track? 10. Well, traffic has gotten busier, so let's go ahead and get on track and run a bit of super softs, and then I think we can call this session good. Oh shit, it's getting cloudy. I shouldn't be concerned about that. Alright, these are our first lap on the super soft tires. Yeah, this is the tires I went fastest in FP1. Which reminds me, we still have to run these tires and the soft tires before we get ready for qualifying tomorrow. So we got to run at least one more set of super softs. So that'll be our 3, but I'll probably save a set of, I'll say 4 and 5. Of course, 1 will be used for qualifying tomorrow. Sorry, Ericsson. But I might save that set of super softs for the race. But I might go Ultra. Well, I might have to start the race on Ultra, because if I make it to Q3, as I just ran off the course, if I make it to Q3, I'm going to have to start the race on Ultras. And if we end up getting a safety car, which is not out of the question just yet, we end up getting a safety car, this could be big for me, because I might have to go try to get off the Ultras and get on the super soft tires, so that way I have complied with the FIA regulations, because since Sunday is a dry race here in Spielberg, I have to use 2 sets of tires. Yep, I'm 2 seconds slower, so definitely the Ultra Soft will be the fastest tire I set my lap on. Because I'm going to have to get myself a good... I have to get ready for Q3. Just try to get some laps done. That way everything is okay and we won't have an issue. Hopefully my goddamn DRS doesn't fail. I did a test race for Silverstone in a couple of weeks. My fucking DRS failed and I just ran the back of Van Dorn, and I just took Van Dorn off track. Sorry, mate. Yeah, I already got a grid penalty for...
Mind that front wing.
Sorry, mate.
Replacing if it takes too much damage.
I just couldn't slow down. I just ran the back of Van Dorn. I'm sorry, mate. That's my fault. I pretty much effed up his lap. Just took us in the gravel. Yeah, I'm worried about those sausage curves going in the qualifying tomorrow, because one little wrong move, I could spin out and hurt my...
The time last lap was a 1:23.0.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pit. Shit. Just struggling for grip. Oh, that was a hard hit.
Okay. That was a big
Oh,
one.
dang.
Confirm you're okay, please.
I flew, Daryl. Oh, look at that hit. I just flew.
We have to replace that front wing box now. Your lap times are falling off. We want you to pit in for repairs. Box, box, box.
Yeah, I think we're done for the session. Alright, I think we're done for the session. Yep.
We've had to spend time repairing the damage to the car.
Alright, I think we are done with this session. So we're done.
An interesting practice session there then. Let's remind ourselves of the top three, who are Blue,
Lewis Hamilton, 12th.
Valtteri Bottas. Thank you for joining us for free practice today. We'll
Oh,
be
Van
back
Dorn got a
with
5
more
grid
on
spot
action
penalty. What
very
for? Oh, he collided with me. Yeah, I got the grid penalty for the gearbox, but Van Dorn got a 5 grid spot penalty for colliding with me. I call BS on that, but whatever. because I'm the dumb motherfucker that ran into him. So anyway, we'll see for FP3.